Hey dudes and dudettes, what's going on? This is Justin Spencer here. Welcome to the channel. We've got warm cookies and cold milk here. We also have popcorn, candy canes, and hot girls. And if you're a girl watching this and you like girls, this is going to be a great channel for you. Now, on a more serious note, this particular channel is for anyone who is looking to find a way out of poverty or out of a shitty lifestyle or quality of life or situation. What I really specialize in and focus on doing is helping anyone really who has the drive and the hunger to create an online business essentially get off and started on the right foot, heading in the right direction, so they're not just coasting through life like a zombie, you know, on The Walking Dead, and not really getting stuff out of life that they want to get out of life. Far too frequently, we're surrounded in life by people who just put us down, and they don't encourage us to do things or encourage us really to do our dreams or get out of our comfort zones or actually make shit happen. So you probably came to this video because you saw that I claimed I made 52 grand in one day, which isn't honestly a lot of money. But I'm 24, I've already made over $1 million. In fact, I'm going to show you my bank account information in a minute here to prove that shit to you, because I can't teach you anything. I can't give you any real online business guidance. If you think I'm a charlatan, or if you think that I'm just some guy who talks this way but really is talking out of his ass and is not really giving you qualified, relevant, helpful, useful information based on facts, based on logic and practical things, okay? So what I'd really like to do here is bring you over to my bank account. I'm going to show you my PayPal account. I'm going to explain to you how much money I made. And basically, I'm going to show you how I made that money. I have 4 successful businesses at the age of 24. Some of the businesses overlap a little bit, and some of the new businesses I created were logical extensions to the other online businesses I had originally created. So I'm going to be going through all 4 of those different businesses and basically how I created them. And I'm going to teach you how you can get started doing one of the main businesses that made me north of, I want to say, over 400 grand now, since 2+ years ago, starting for that one particular industry and that one particular business. So if you stick around for this whole video, then I'm more than happy to teach you for free how to do this stuff. Never any strings attached. I don't have an angle or an agenda. I really am just here to give you some free guidance, because I wish someone would have given me some free, powerful guidance when I first started my journey trying to learn entrepreneurship and trying to succeed in the world of online business, because it can be challenging without the right understanding. It's kind of like walking in a minefield, and without a mentor to guide you around those mines who's already walked and crossed through that minefield, it's pretty shitty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to meet you over at my iMac right over here behind me, and I'll see you in a second.
Okay, hey internet buddies, it's Spencer here, and before we get into the meat and potatoes of becoming filthy rich online, I just want to dispel a little bit of your skepticism. And if you didn't see the iPad because of my ridiculously recording quality on that phone there that did not allow you to actually see it because it was fuzzy, whatever. So anyway, here I'm just going to log into my PayPal account and Stripe account and my Chase Bank account real quick to show you that I'm not some type of voodoo guy who's just out to basically make you believe something that is not cool or not true. Okay, so anyway, so I made about 19 grand that came into my PayPal over the course of the last 3 weeks. This money came from coaching clients who I coach. It came from web hosting rebills. It came from people who invested in my email advertising service. It came from affiliate commissions. And that's about it, I think, if I'm not missing anything there. And if I remember later, I'll tell you. So anyway, cool. So I'll just show you what it looks like when you have a lot of clients who trust you and who trust your brand. You can get paid a lot of freaking money. It's pretty cool. So what I got going on here is I have rebills for the training programs I offer, some VIP email advertising subscriptions, a big email advertising sale right there, some information product sales at low entry level product sales, again some coaching rebills, some let me see here, more information product sales, paying for some basically services, graphic design, advertising. What else do we got going on here? Got big email advertising sale going on there. And you can see, if you look at the dates here, sorry if I'm going fast, like I get paid a lot, very frequently, a lot of money. So July 8th, all these, for example, like all of these transactions came in like July 8th. So, I mean, I don't know, if you look at this, I made like $6,000 or $7,000 or $8,000 in like 3 or 4 days. I mean, I really don't keep track anymore. I usually make over $1,000 every day just from, client agreements and making consistent sales and just having a good brand where people buy your stuff. Okay, anyway, cool. So I'm going to show you more PayPal stuff in a second, but let's dive over to Stripe. So this is my Stripe account. As you can see here, this is my account. It's live. It's rolling. I made about 30 grand so far for the first 6 months of 2016. So I made about 30 grand in this account. So in PayPal, I'll show you how much I made in PayPal in a second for 2016. But you can see like my customers right here. It's pretty cool. They're all right here. Those are real people. It's not some voodoo magic type of thing. So transfers that went to my Chase bank account. It's 7357. Let's view all transfers. And here we go. So you can see some web hosting happening here. You can see some email advertising orders being taking place here. So yeah, so I made a couple sales in 2015 as well. So my bad. Like 2 grand or something was made in 2015. The other 27 grand or whatever happened this year. Okay, so we're here in my Chase account, and as you can see, this is my real Chase account. This is not some type of voodoo magic or something. I'm pressing enter right here. As you can see, the page is loading. This is really real, and you can see a 7357. As you look at Stripe, I just showed you that the account was ending in 7357. So this is where it goes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna look at my data, my payments received from January 01 of 2016 to July 06, 2016. We're going to look at just credits to the account, and it just effectively got rid of my date range. That wasn't very polite. Okay, so let's just roll through here. Okay, so all credits for this particular business account. Go ahead and search. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start backwards and actually show you from January of this year, and I'm just going to kind of break down and crunch some numbers with you. Cool. So January 8th, I got 20 grand. Came from PayPal. Disregard this 15 grand right here. This was for a different deal. I'm not really going to count that in my income, even though it technically was income. Anyway, so 20 grand. Okay, so we're looking at January 8th through March 9th. So we're looking at like 61 days. So 20 grand. Again, I'm not going to count that one. 21,000 plus 16 grand plus 6 grand is a lot. It's over $40,000. So like 50 grand. So basically for these 2 months, I hit about 25, 26, 27 grand. Nothing really that exciting for me. Usually I actually, push it over 30,000 a month on average usually. So those 2 months I start off a little bit slow. So what we got here, so we got through with this, I think we added that one. So we'll just look at the 11th here. So just less than 4th, 5th, about 58 days happening here. So we had 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,300, 11,500, 1,000, around 1,500. I don't know what number we're at, 4,000, 15. We're at like 20 grand or something, and then 25 grand. Another 11 grand up here. It's like 36 grand. Then you have all these these actually right here, these Turo things were refunds. So that $800 does not count. ClickBank, that 67 doesn't count right there, but everything else does. And these were all for like car rentals. I was actually getting a new Benz, so I was just renting a shit ton of cars, and this Turo deal did not happen. So let's subtract like $1,000 there for that crap. But we're looking at looks like I did around 23 grand to 27 grand or something for those 2 months. Again, nothing really stimulating for me. I've done a lot bigger numbers than that. So let's see here. Okay, so we got like May here, May through like July. I have as I showed you, I haven't withdrawn this 19 grand yet. I'm probably gonna withdraw I'm expecting to make like another $8,000 to $9,000 in the next 8 days. So I'm probably gonna pull out like 25 grand for this particular month. So probably looking at like 25 grand for this month, and then so like that should hit my account on like July 11th or whatever. So if you look at that, like 25 grand last month, I had like. I know for a fact because I looked at my stuff. So basically, like in the last 60 days, I've pretty much made around $60,000 to $70,000 in the last 60 days. Okay, so that's kind of what you need to know. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually stop distracting you with those numbers, and then if you look over here for 2014, this is my PayPal summary. So if we go to, let me just log into the summaries. I'm going to show you how this works. So in PayPal, you go to business.paypal.com. You go to financial summary, you go to annual financial. So what I did was I downloaded these 2 things, as you can see over here, 2014, 16, 15. Luckily, I had 14 saved on my other computer because they were only giving me the option to download these 2. So just to prove to you what I'm talking about, boom, I'll download these again so you can see it come over on my computer over here on the right side. if it's loading. So but you can see I downloaded it a couple times. So boom, there it is. You can see it just happened there. And I'm not going to do 2015 because, there's really no reason to at this point. So let's start 2014, the last, basically 364 payments received, $364,000 for this. Okay, this isn't my address anymore, so don't send me any fan mail, anything like that. I still need to update it on PayPal. But yeah, so I made like 364 grand or something in 2014. Basically, almost $1,000 a day, over 30 grand a month. $100,000 of that came from teaching people how to make money online. I'm going to be honest with you. At least 100 grand came from showing other people how to make money online. I'm going to be honest with you. The other $250,000 came from selling email advertisements and doing consulting and selling softwares and doing affiliate marketing, shit like that. That's where the other $250,000 came in, just so you know, okay? So 2015, let's look at that one. Here we go. So 2015, I only made like 222 grand. I'm gonna be honest with you, that was a rough year for me. Not business-wise. I was in a relationship with somebody and she just completely like poisoned my mind. No offense to that person, she was a lovely person and I hope she does really well. I hope she does a really prosperous, successful life. But when I was with her, it really effed up my mindset. I barely want to censor myself. It really effed up my mindset. So my income definitely went down for 2015. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So like, probably like 80, 90 grand came from teaching people how to make money that year. 125 grand that I made in 2015 probably came from my normal email advertising business. Luckily in 2016, you can see I'm definitely way back on track here. 2016, I'm gonna crush it. So as I showed you, there's 141 grand for the first 6 months plus the 30 grand in Stripe. So I'm on pace 170 grand so far for the first 50% of the year. I've done 173,000 bucks or something for half the year, 173 grand. So you multiply that by 2, and I think I'm going to make even more than that. I'm on pace to do like 350 grand for 2016 again this year. And I just recently started an e-commerce business, which is awesome, and I can't wait I'm probably going to scale that to multi-6 figures as well. And then, maybe I might crack this thing to show people how I do that after I do it and after I'm making at least 10 to 20 grand a month doing that. But that's something cool. So anyway, so that is me for the last 3 years. Now, without further ado, hopefully I got rid of all your skepticism, then I know what the hell I'm talking about. So let's go over and get right to the meat and the content here. I'll see you on the keynote presentation. Hey, what's going on, internet buddy? We're back. This is Justin Spencer here. Thanks for staying with me throughout this video. So cool, let's just go right into it. I promised you that I would break down some of my businesses, and I also just want to take the time to give you some of my background so you get my story, so you don't think I'm somebody, special or extraordinary or unique with like, money-making superpowers or something like that, because that's definitely not how my story was whatsoever. So it's really going to probably please you if you've ever tried to make money online before, to know that I had some major things that I tried that definitely did not work. So I got started back in 2011 May. I just basically really hated my situation in life. I was going to college, then I had 2 jobs, and just life was really crappy. I had a really crappy car that wouldn't start. Like, it would never start. I get to a gas station and fill the thing up, and it just would not start. It'd be like, 18 degrees outside when I lived back in New York. I'm over in Phoenix now. It was just a really shitty situation, really, really crappy. So it had so much pain that I wanted freedom, I wanted control. So I looked online to start figuring out a way to generate some income. So the first website I ever actually tried to build was it looked really bad. What its job was basically to refer people to get to them to apply like to a bank for a credit card, essentially. So my job was to try and find people. I had like a blog, I think it was called creditcardpreference.com, that was supposed to send traffic from my website through a unique affiliate link to like Discover Bank or Bank of America or Chase, to get them to get a credit card, because if the application got approved, I would make a cool commission. I thought that was a pretty cool niche, but I failed pretty miserably in that niche. I'd never even got one sale. I probably wasted 3 or 4 months trying to make that work with like SEO and PPC back then, and I couldn't make it happen. My second website was also a major failure. This was like 5 or 6 months after banging my head against the wall when I first started. I was trying to sell stability running shoes via SEO and PPC. And if you don't know what these terms are, I'm throwing out at you, I apologize. SEO is something called search engine optimization. PPC is something called pay-per-click. So SEO is like what happens when you're trying to rank your site on Google to get free traffic, and you got to do all these things like backlinking and all this crazy stuff. And PPC is where you like buy traffic from Google's AdWords advertising platform. And I made like $10 in AdSense ads. I don't think I ever got an affiliate sale for selling shoes for Nike or anything like that. it seems so much easier to make all this money. Like I bought a course that, like everyone does, I bought a bunch of courses that making money online seems so easy, and then you go to do it, following the information, like, yeah, I just set up some affiliate sites and built some backlinks and buy some ads, and you're gonna be the next Bill Gates, baby. Woo! It's not the case. And I don't know if you've tried this stuff too. You're probably like, yeah, that's not how it works. So nothing really happened with those sites. So I actually did make my first ClickBank commission for like $21.06, which I was like over the moon at. That took me 6 months to make that $21. 6 months. I was like probably put like at least 100 hours of man hours into this crap, and probably a couple $100, maybe at least a grand at this point on courses and website hosting and SEO services and all this baloney and bullcrap. And I finally generated commission. Like I was using 7source.com. So what really worked for me was I found a mentor actually who was actually local in my area who was doing very well with this stuff. He had several successful websites in different niches. Like he had made money in like a software niche as an affiliate marketer. He had made money in like a credit score and credit repair niche. He had made good money. And he also sold training courses. That's what everybody does. That's the cool thing to do when you start making good money online. You naturally want to make even more money online by teaching how you made your original money. By whatever you sold or however you got clients for someone else or whatever. So it's really how this stuff works. So I ended up paying him like $4,000 back when I was like, about 5 years ago when I was 19, May of 2011. And it worked out. It was really cool. So I ended up working for my mentor for like 5 months. So this guy actually, he liked me so much. I ended up actually getting a chance to work for him for basic hourly rate. But I mean, the experience I collected from working with him was amazing. And I basically after 6 months I was making about $4,000 per month net in the credit repair niche, just buying Google AdWords traffic. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think I was buying like $3,000 a month in traffic, and my gross sales were like $7-8 grand a month, and I had like a $4,000 profit margin. But when you're 19 and you're like trying to get out of college and drop out, stuff that was really good money and it was really exciting. So I was also banking like $1,500 per month from an SEO site, which I had built shortly after meeting my mentor in which was pretty cool. So that actually took off for me. It was actually it was an SEO based site that was getting about 200 hits a day from Google and Bing, which was selling a $27 course that taught SEO and PPC. It's kind of funny, So it did work though, because the SEO course that I got the information from actually allowed me to succeed. I actually made money. It was amazing. So I actually sold the SEO site for like 21 grand, about 6 months after I had built it. That was pretty cool, 19 years old. And what do you do when you make 21 grand in a day? Well, I went out and bought a Gucci watch and Mike Jacobs sunglasses that I still have to this day and I still wear. It's pretty funny. Like, I don't even know what the price tag was, like $300 or something on those. Good investment. I also bought like a MacBook, and I just kind of drained my cash shortly after making it. But anyway, everyone does that when they first start making good money, right? So what I also did was like I sold the credit repair niche sites. I had the $4,000 a month net I was making was from the credit repair niche, which was pretty cool. It's what my mentor taught me, and basically I was able to. I think my best month in that business, I grossed like 10 to 12 grand, and I had probably like $6,000-7,000 profit margin for that business. That was exciting. That was cool stuff. Good memories. Gives me the tingling feeling when you first finally succeed at something. It was cool. So anyway, I sold the credit repair niche sites about 16-18 months later. I was just kind of hovering. I self-published a book on Kindle. I was reading a book called The Millionaire Fast Lane a couple of times by MJ DeMarco, and I was really inspired. And I wanted to like start writing, so I did, and I just kind of let that $4 or $5 a month pay my bills, and I just really soaked up a lot of knowledge. And then I was like, I want to do something else. So I sold those sites to someone locally for 52 grand, and then I moved from New York to Phoenix, Arizona, and then I'm like, okay, I got to start a new business because I have a pile of money, but I want to have a luxurious lifestyle. I need to pay my bills, so I paid another mentor like $3 grand for coaching on the email ad business, which is this was a total game changer for me getting into the email ad business. It's also kind of called the solo ad business, but that really never made too much sense to me. I call it the email ad business because that's what it is. You basically send out emails to your list. And those emails are advertisements to promote someone else's offer, for whatever niche or industry or category you're in, and you get paid per click. You don't even have to make sales like the typical model that we'll get into later. If you've never heard of this stuff, don't worry about it. I'll cover it in detail in a minute. So I worked for this other mentor as well for like 6 or 7 months. It's pretty cool. So I got a pretty cool gig. I got a chance to work for both of my mentors and kind of see how they ran their businesses and stuff. So I definitely I collected some very unique experiences that no doubt helped me advance my progress a lot faster with what I was trying to do. So I learned a bunch of great stuff. I started making great money selling email ads. I was making about 8 to 10 grand a month personally, like within probably like 6 to 8 months of starting, which was pretty quick. I don't remember, it's been a while now. I don't remember exactly how long it took me for me to really hit my stride, but it was shortly after I got a good product in place, a really good offer in place, and I got it kind of dialed in with the traffic sources I was using. And then I opened up a coaching program, and that took off. That went really well, and I still have it today. And basically that has been a large income generator for me too. So today, what do I do now? Okay, as of like 2016, as of recording this, I sell email ads, a lot of them, to a lot of the major brands in several niches. Well, not necessarily several niches. I would say several sub niches. I mainly stick to one niche, and I'll talk about that later. But anyway, so I sell training also on selling email ads. So I do the email ads, and I sell training on how to do that. And I also develop and sell softwares. I'm definitely not a guru or an expert at developing and selling softwares. I have developed really cool softwares, and I've sold them to internally. I've done like a small internal launch to one of my communities, and a lot of people bought the software. It was a recurring monthly service software, and it was very successful for my very first attempt, in my opinion. Anyway, I want to get more into developing software, but let's get moving here. So I've done lots of affiliate marketing. Obviously, what I did was originally when I sold those first two kind of tiny businesses / group of websites or whatever, that was like affiliate marketing. I still do a lot of affiliate marketing today, and I sell website hosting from my own website hosting service that I've created. It's its own thing. So right now I have like 5 employees. Mostly they're virtual. I do have people that work with me in my office as well. And it definitely is a game changer. So here's my current businesses and income streams basically broken down. So my major business is the email ad business. It's made me around $375,000 plus. I mean, these are kind of just guesstimates. I stopped keeping track. I'd really have to go pull up my tax information and I'd have to look at all my PayPal spreadsheets. I'm kind of going off memory here, but it's in these ranges essentially. So the email ad business pretty much generated like just under 400K, 375K plus since I've started it. The email ad training and coaching business that I started has made me at least 250K, teaching people how to make the email ad business work for them. If you add together the annual, this is a cool fun fact, and you can look this up, it's verifiable, and by no means are you going to get these results if you hang out with me, okay? But I'm just saying a lot of my students make 100K plus a year. I have like 6 students that actually make 250K plus a year in the email ad businesses and their own software businesses and their own e-commerce businesses. They've started other businesses. They haven't just, a lot of my students started in the email ad business. They made a bunch of money and then they like transitioned into a software thing or an e-commerce thing. And some of them are still in this business today. But we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. So website hosting business makes me a few thousand a year passively. I haven't really, aggressively marketed my website hosting business. It was kind of one of those things I just set up and I like promoted it internally to my community, and it was an instant success because I already have a community, I already have a brand, which later videos I'll teach you how to do that. It's really cool stuff. So software, only make a few thousand a year so far in the software. Again, I didn't take that very seriously. The affiliate marketing, I make a few thousand a year doing that. Nothing to really brag about, so that's really I didn't put numbers there. So the e-com I just started 2 weeks ago, only made a few sales, but I'm going to scale that. So my e-commerce site's focusing on selling t-shirts, clothing lines, jewelry, couple of other cool things. I'm really trying to figure out and carve the niches. I'm selling some fan sports related accessories, materials. Mainly I want to stick to designing funny quotes. Like I'm in the niche of like funny t-shirts, funny accessories, sports fanatics related stuff, jewelry, watches, luxury stuff. I'm kind of working that direction. We made a few sales. My assistant and I put together a store. We made some sales. We bought some Facebook ads, but it's not really worth mentioning. Hopefully soon it'll be doing really well. So anyway, let's get into some of the easiest businesses to start for a beginner for you. So if you're watching this and you've never made money before, here are some of the best businesses in my opinion. It would be to start that I've seen other people do very, very well at very quickly, meaning you get results like within 30, 60, 90 days. Because let's face it, we want to make money sooner than later. We don't want to get paid next year. We start a business, we want to get paid. So the email ad business, I know like the back of my hand. That's like my bread and butter. Like I could if you took everything away from me today, like I had nothing, and then like I had like a computer from like 1967, if they even existed back then, like a 1999, it slow dial-up internet, and like like $5 to my account, I would start an email ad business, and I'd probably be making thousands of dollars a month within 30 days, just because I have the experience. I know if you take everything, I can start an email ad business. The SEO consulting one is also another good one that I would start if I had to start from scratch. The e-com is too. So anyway, the email ad business is really my bread and butter. I've taught like this business to over 100 people now, mentored them essentially, and I've helped a lot of people get clients for their email ad businesses, and I've helped a lot of people make a lot of money, like stupid amounts of money, but anyway, I know you don't care. So the biggest thing is I want to help you focus on what you can do. So the email ad business is really cool. It's something you should check out. I have a lot of cool free information you can check on my sites later when you have time. So the e-com business is freaking awesome. This thing's taken off. I've seen a lot of just people who have never had anything really work for them, just crush it in e-com like it's going out of style. Like it's kind of one of the easiest, I think, hottest businesses and trends right now is the e-com. All you do is you sign up for a Shopify account, an AliExpress account, and a Facebook ads account, and you're basically good to go. You cram a bunch of products in your Shopify store, you sell them on Facebook by boosting fan page posts, and then once you make orders through Shopify store, essentially through Stripe or PayPal, you just take the customer's address and then you order the product for them on AliExpress and ship it to them, like drop shipping. It's crazy. You can make crazy profits. You can get this started like tonight. You could be making like money this week. Now disclaimer, don't hold me accountable if I said you can make money or something. As I'm saying is you could. I don't know who you are. Maybe you could, but I've seen people make thousands of bucks within days of setting up a store. So it's one of the hottest things right now to do. That's why I've gotten in the niche myself. It's impossible for me to ignore when I see everyone else doing so well with it. So I encourage you to go study it and do the same. The SEO consulting is another great thing. You can call up, you can cold call or cold email rather. That's less uncomfortable than cold calling online businesses. You can do online businesses or offline businesses in any niche. You got like literally any niche. Drive down your street, look at the restaurants, look at the non-franchised businesses that offer whatever. You can pretty much call any non-franchise offline business and offer them SEO consulting, and it's really easy to get $1,000 a month clients. I'm not saying I've done that or I'm an expert at that, but I've seen other people do it, and I know if I've done similar things. I haven't done SEO consulting, but I've gotten many $1,000 or $2,000 or higher per month clients from other consulting stuff, mainly in the email ad business and online advertising business consulting. So not necessarily SEO, but it's a great place for a beginner to start. And if I had to start from scratch, if I had nothing today, I would consider also doing SEO consulting because it's very quick money and you're providing a very good service to your client that actually helps them a lot. Same with the email ad business, same with the e-com. So the I Am Niche product launches, I've seen a lot of newbies have their first major successes in this. If you don't know what that is, it's basically where you create a product that shows, or a product or a course or a system or a software or a service essentially that helps somebody do something better or more efficiently and improves. Basically, these launches basically where you put together a course that helps improve somebody else's business, or you teach them a cool strategy that helps them make more money. I mean that's really what it is. It's what the marketing niche really entails. You could go to like warriorforum.com, throw up what's called a WSO, and you could be making sales tonight. Again, if you've never tried this before, you're not going to do that. You're not going to go there and do it by unless you're like a freak of nature who has got more energy than I do, and you're just nuts, and you just go do that. Maybe you're a robot. Maybe you could just do that. I mean, it is possible, but it's unlikely. Anyway, so examples of product of each: info, physical, and service. Cool. So a lot of people think that information product examples would be like training courses, consulting, coaching, digital membership sites and subscriptions. Physical products like surfboards. You could sell camcorders. You could sell appliances if you want to. You could sell blenders. You could sell kitchenware. You could sell. Let's get more relevant. You could sell T-shirts, jewelry, watches, necklaces, rings. Weird stuff that people like, physical objects with your e-com stores. With the email ad business, what you essentially are selling is advertisements that have a click guaranteed to them. So like an ad that's guaranteed to generate 300 clicks. That's really what the email ad business. So that's where you're selling traffic. That's an example of a service. That'd be a service, just like coaching, I guess, would be a service. Something that's ongoing. Software is a service, like an advertising service. So those are examples of things you can sell. Here's some pointers on starting an email ad business. This is the thing I know like the back of my hand. A lot of it is just knowing very super simple human psychology, understanding how to write ads. It's not very hard. It can be done and learned in like a couple hours or less. But the main requirements for starting this type of business is, you need to make a good product. You need to make a good selling system / funnel for that product. And you need to have what's called an internal ad page. And I'm going to break all these things down, by the way, so I can give you examples. So drive traffic, you must get at least an 80% ROI for proper scalability for this type of business model. And then lastly, you need to network like a freak, get testimonials, and build your brand. So anyway, the requirements, make a good product. So an example of what I do is, so I'll teach my students basically how to create an ebook, like a 15 to 25 page PDF product that basically informs the buyer or person who made the purchase how to get a result in terms of usually making money, or how to get clients for a particular strategy so they can make money. It's called the marketing niche, but it's really good. It's a great place to start. So for example, if you were just starting today and wanted to make money, you could go to Fiverr.com or Upwork.com. If you had any type of skills like data entry or let's say voice recording skills, if you're good like recording, reading presentations, if you have any graphic design skills, or if you have any business analyst skills, or if you have like accounting skills, or if you don't have any of these skills, don't worry, it's not a big deal. You could also even go to Fiverr.com and do video testimonials. If you can just talk to your phone and upload a video, you can offer services on Fiverr.com and get paid. So I would teach them how, to example, to create an ebook that would show other people how to get started on Fiverr to create these types of services where they can become a business, they can become and acquire clients. So I essentially show people how to sell a product, a PDF like this, for like 17 bucks. And this gets them on a list, a customer list, and also pays for their ad costs, which is pretty cool. So it allows you to build a customer list and allows you to have influence over a community of people. And I always encourage people to be doing the same thing you're teaching. She's like, oh, I'll teach you how to make money on Fiverr, even though I don't do that. But I mean, with that, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, you could. But the biggest thing is your product helpful, valuable, useful, helping a person get a result if they follow through and take action? That's really the material. But then again, this is an example. There's 1,000 examples of different niches, categories, whatever. I'm just giving you an example for that. So make a good selling system or funnel. So basically what you would really do is talk about the main benefits, the primary core things, how this person's future can be changed if they buy your 25-page guide on how to get started with Fiverr that will allow them to quickly learn how to get into a weird category or niche and dominate that niche inside of Fiverr. Okay? So they can make a couple $100s a week or day or month or whatever to pay their bills if they're in college or just need some money quickly, okay? So I teach how to do that stuff, making a selling funnel system. It's pretty straightforward when you know what you're doing. So you have an internal ad page. So one of the pages in the funnel that I would show you how to teach, or if I was going to train you on this is just a pointers page. But what it is basically a page that advertises other people's offers in the business education niche / opportunity niche / business marketing niche. However you want to look at it, that gives people highly useful information. So if there's people coming to your page that want to look for traffic sources and how they can drive traffic to their offers, if they have a weight loss offer that has an affiliate program, or a website hosting offer that has an affiliate program, they want to make money by sending clients to any of these companies, you, for example, could show them where and how to do that, and they click on an ad to discover that information, and you get paid for that ad. So I'm sorry if that's complex. It's kind of weird, but it works. That's kind of how the business runs. Anyway, so if you drive traffic, you must get an 80% yield or ROI for proper scalability, meaning you're losing 20% of your money in the front end or up front, but you're gaining it all back because you're getting a pile of subscribers that bought your product or that did not buy your product. So either way, you're going to be building a list of people who did not buy your product, and then a set of that list will buy the product in your offer. So the biggest thing is networking like a freak, getting into communities on like Facebook and stuff, and forums, and getting testimonials and finding people to sell to and buy from. And when I say buy from, I'm meaning there's other people out there that offer traffic services you can buy from to build your list with, and it's very fast and efficient to do that, to quickly build a brand and make money. Okay, so some common misconceptions about making money online is that, you have to be a tech wizard, you have to be a super smart, or you have to be like a Mark Cuban or Mark Zuckerberg, or you have to be like a superhero. That's not the case. I've worked with many people that have English that is not their native language from like all over the place: Singapore, Romania, Germany, Italy, you name it. I've worked with lots of folks from all over the place, and that has nothing to do with making money online. If English is your native language, understand you do have a slight advantage, but it doesn't have to be your native language. You also don't need to be a tech wizard. As you can see, I'm shooting this screen on Keynote, and I have no idea how to get rid of those black lines on the side of my video. So clearly, I'm not a tech wizard. I'm sorry if it's really bothering you, by the way, with the black lines. Later on, I'll have my assistant research how to fix that problem. But anyway, you don't have to be super smart either, and you don't have to sell information only. If you want to make money, on the internet, you might think that you need to sell information or courses, or you might think you have to teach somebody something to make money. That's not the case. You can start an e-commerce store tomorrow or tonight that sells frisbees, that sells footballs, that sells shoelaces, all right? There's people who sell strange things and make a killing. Like usually widgets or add-ons to other products. Like think of example like kitty socks, okay? I've seen someone reference that, like who sells kitten socks, or like dog sleeves, or like whatever, like dog outfits, okay? You can sell anything that you want to sell on the internet. Selling information is great because there's a high profit margin, but it's actually a lot easier to sell physical products. It just is. It's just the nature. People are far more likely to buy a physical product on an impulse purchase, like for an e-commerce business, than they are to, for example, buy a digital service. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. But anyway, so mindset. Misconceptions, mindset. Beliefs are everything, mainly believing in abundance. So a lot of people who want to make money online think that there's too much competition already, there's too many people already making money online, and there's nothing left for them. What you need to understand is we live in a world with billions of people that are interconnected because of the internet, and there's never going to be a situation where a hardworking average person cannot make a ton of money. If you're a hardworking average person and you can stay focused and just literally quit at every point of the process, you can absolutely make money with whatever you want to do. There's always going to be new opportunities emerging in the market, new trends, new things, new hot trends, and there's always going to be some things that never change that you can get involved with the market and just make a killing for years. And the email ad business is never going anywhere, in my opinion, because that's why I'm also in it, because it's so sustainable. It's not a fad or a trend, and that's why I love doing it and teaching it, is because it's totally based on email marketing. It's totally based on driving email advertising traffic to people's offers and getting paid. And you help your client get leads, get sales, and get clients for their clients or whatever. I mean, that's really how a lot of this stuff works. If you're a marketer, your job, you get paid to get clients for other people who are selling physical products or other services. So it's nice because you don't have to provide all those other services. There's millions of them. Maybe not. There's probably hundreds or thousands of other services out there, products and categories, and you just get paid for generating clients, which is fantastic. But I mean, you can be like me or other people and start an e-commerce store and sell t-shirts or sell jewelry. It's fun to sell physical items, and it's a business you can be proud of and feel good about. And selling consulting services and helping other people who have stores that sell physical stuff, help them make more product sales, and you get paid either way. I mean, these are all cool business ideas. You can do any of this stuff. But the biggest thing is you have to have an abundance mindset where you believe that there's more than enough money in the world for you to make, and there's only so much, okay? Cool. So I hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you want more videos like this from me, you can definitely hit me up. Follow me on Instagram. I got the link right there. It's Spencify. It's my last name minus the ER, replaced with IFY, Spencify. Same with Facebook, facebook.com. Hit me up if you want to over there. So YouTube channel links will be getresultshq.com/channel and justinspencer.com/channel. I have two channels. The getresultshq.com site is my actual company /site/brand. My company, what it does is I provide email ad services, I provide email ad training services, I provide business coaching services, client getting, consulting, marketing / messaging improvement, ad style copywriting improvement / consulting. I do a lot of niches like that, helping people basically just get more sales for their business, improving their brand, making money faster so they can enjoy life. Check me out over there if you want to. If you like what you saw so far, JustinSpencer.com is my personal brand. I'm going to have some cool free courses and paid courses over there that kind of teach a lot of the concepts that you've heard in this in far more detail, using actual case studies and showing you my actual businesses, the insides of all my accounts and all that stuff, like I did with my income proof. I'll go in and log in and show you all my goodies and stuff, and how the money gets made, and clients and brands I work with and stuff like that to generate stuff. So check out that stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube channels. I got 2 of those that have a lot of useful stuff if you've got time and you want to do this, So yeah, thanks so much. This is Ben Spencer. I will see you later.